As post-production begins, new roles are possible, and different students may step in and take the lead.
I want to see what it looks like if I make it slightly longer. I really enjoy the filming and editing portion of our class. I can basically change the film how I want to in editing. So if there's something I don't like, I can cut it out, or I can say to them, we need more like B-roll or something and add to it.
Some teachers divide the editing process into very specific roles, so that every student has a responsibility.
Our job in post-production is to do one of the two editing cuts for the movie.
My job in post-production is working on the credits.
Our job in the post-production is to introduce the characters.
Look for music that fits the certain moments. We're syncing audio and switching cameras depending on who's talking.
It may be difficult to bring all the different pieces together, but this can challenge the students to dig deeper and really figure out what their film's about and what the through line is.
The challenge probably was because everyone has different editing styles, so what one person notices another person might not notice, and it's kind of hard when it's already all in one piece to edit it out.
Because we rendered all the separate editing bits together and then put them into one huge thing, so trying to coordinate that has been a challenge.
During the editing, students have to deal with what they did in production. So there's a natural feedback cycle in the filmmaking process itself. What could we have done better? What can be shot over? Can we compensate with the tricks of editing?
That was actually perfect.
That's what I always tell the kids to do first. I tell them first thing is go through your footage, look at all the footage, then start piecing your project together and timing it. And when you're done, you have all the clips uploaded in the approximate order that they're going to be. Then you can go back and say, all right, this didn't work, we need to cut this out, or we need to add an effect here in order to make it effective.
All in all, it's the hands-on experience of making a lot of films that forms the learning experience. As teachers step back, students improve exponentially with every project they do.
By me holding onto the camera and me lecturing in class about how the camera does and how to put a good edit together, I find it to be much more beneficial to say, let's go make bad videos, and then let's look at our bad videos and figure out why they're bad. And then let's look at good videos and then figure out why they're good, and then you could go do this instead of this. So that's been helpful.
The thing about Skills 21 and all of our curriculum, but DM3 as well, is that it's a resource for teachers. If you're a brand new teacher doing it, then you can start from Unit 1 and go all the way to the end and doing it that way. Some teachers may be seasoned teachers. They've done this before. They're very comfortable with the process. Maybe they're working with seniors. So they may pick and choose some of the units they want to use that may be valuable to them. Whereas a brand new teacher, you may pick up completely different units because that's the speed that their students are at that time.
Some teachers divide a larger class into smaller groups. This allows more manageable numbers, but also the teacher can take one group aside to review or expand on the movie-making skills they see their students need.
We're dividing those classes, those 14 classes, into 2 classes of 7 essentially. And one class is focused on film study and watching videos and watching camera angles and directors and audio and all the things that go into producing good film. And then the other class is making the film and doing the things that they need to do. Then around the 2-week mark, we switch what we're doing, and the kids that we're doing the camera work now get to see how professionals do it and what it comes out when professionals are doing it. And the kids that have been looking at the professionals and how they've been doing it are now inspired to try to do those same things with when they have the equipment in their hands.
Like so far we've watched Casablanca, The Godfather, and The Usual Suspects. When it was cool looking shots, like, oh, I want to go and do that and put that in a video.
You're sort of like a coach that is looking at all of the pieces of the puzzle, not just their particular piece. And so if you look at the class and you realize that organization is a problem, providing tools to improve organization. If you are looking at the class and realizing time management in general is an issue, that's something that you need to provide skills for the students to be able to do the work. The challenges is the same every year, but it's different every year because you have to see, evaluate the class and provide what it needs so they can be successful.
Scene 3, shot 2, take 3.
The blooper reel will expand, but that means that students are building their skills and stamina to face the last intense period before Expo Fest.
Cut.